Hello my dear students, in this video now we are going to study about the Hoffman bromamide reaction and its mechanism. First of all, we go for the definition. When primary amides are treated with the halogens in the presence of the bases, they undergo oxidation and give primary amines. This reaction is known as the Hoffman bromamide reaction. So here we can use any of the halogens, and we know very well that what are halogens. Halogens are fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. These nonmetals are known as the halogens. In Hoffman bromamide reaction, we can employ bromine or we can employ chlorine, but most of the cases we use the bromine as the oxidizing agent. So that's why we call this reaction as the Hoffman bromamide reaction. In this reaction, amides undergo oxidation and give the amines. Here the compounds which have RCONH2 formula are called as the primary amides, are known as the primary amides, and the compounds which have RCONHR are known as the secondary amides, and the compounds which have RCONR2 formula are known as the tertiary amides. So like that we have the three types of amides, but only the primary amides show the Hoffman bromamide reaction, and the alkyl or aryl derivatives of ammonia are called as the amines, and we can write the general formula of the amines as the RNH2. These compounds, the compounds with RNH2 formula are called as the primary amines, and the compounds with R2NH formula are known as the secondary amines, and the compounds with R3N formula are called as the tertiary amine or third degree amines. So in Hoffman bromamide reaction, we get primary amines from primary amides. That is the reaction. And now we go for the reaction. And the formula of the primary amides is RCONH2. The formula of the primary amides is RCONH2. Here KOH is a base. So primary amides in the presence of base undergo oxidation with halogens like bromine and give the primary amine or first degree amine. Here the product can be simply written. The product can be easily written in a simple manner just by removing CO group, from the amide, and directly attaching the R and NH2 group, we can get the product. So R and NH2, RNH2, and CO goes outside in the form of the CO2. Here this one undergoes oxidation and goes outside in the form of carbon dioxide. As the carbon dioxide is having acidic nature, it reacts with the base and forms salt, potassium carbonate. And these products are not necessary to remember, but we have to remember the main product, that is the primary amine. And now we go for the mechanism. Here we can divide the reaction mechanism of the Hoffman bromamide reaction into 5 steps. In the first step, amide reacts with bromine and forms N-bromoamide. Here, as bromine is substituted on the nitrogen of the amide, we can call it as the N-bromoamide or N-bromamide. N-bromoamide, or we can call it as the bromamide. As bromamide is formed in this reaction, we call this reaction as the Hofmann-bromamide reaction. Due to the formation of this product only, we call this reaction as the bromamide reaction. This is the first step. And in the second step, this bromamide reacts with the base that is KOH and loses its proton and forms an ion. As it is formed from the bromamide, we call it as the anion of bromamide or bromamide anion. We can call it as the bromamide anion. Bromamide anion. Bromamide anion. This is the second step. And in the third step, this N-bromoamide anion, from this N-bromoamide anion, bromine goes outside in the form of the bromide anion by taking the electron pair from the NBr bond. It goes outside in the form of Br minus bromide ion. As nitrogen is losing its NBr bond electron pair, it becomes electron deficient and forms a neutral electron deficient species, that means electrophile. And here that electrophile, here it is called as the acyl nitrene. This neutral electron deficient species of nitrogen is called as the nitrene, and as it is attached to the acyl group, RCO group is known as the acyl group. As it is attached to the acyl group, we call this electrophile as the acyl nitrene. So this is the third step. And in the fourth step, this acyl nitrene undergoes rearrangement. In this rearrangement reaction, the electron pair of the nitrogen is shifted to the carbon, and as a result a double bond is formed between nitrogen and carbon, and alkyl group from the carbon shifts onto the nitrogen. As a result, we get the isocyanate. So in the fourth step, acyl nitrene converts into the isocyanate. And in the fifth step, the isocyanate undergoes hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means reaction with the water or breaking with the water. Lysis means breaking. And we know the formula of the water, that is the HOH. And we can write this as the H plus and OH minus ion. And we know very well that electronegativity of the nitrogen is high compared to the carbon. So here H plus ion moves onto the nitrogen and the hydroxyl ion moves onto the carbon. As a result, we get this neutral intermediate compound, and this neutral intermediate compound here is called as the carboxamate. Here in this carboxamate, amine group is attached to the carboxylic acid group. So that's why this compound is known as the carboxamate. And the OH bond in the carboxamate breaks and hydrogen is shifted onto the nitrogen. As a result, we get the primary amine and the carbon dioxide gas is expelled out. So in the fifth step, we get the primary amine. So like that, we can divide the entire Hofmann-Bromide reaction into 5 steps. In the first step, we try to recollect what happened in all these 5 steps. In the first step, bromamide is formed. Bromamide will form in the first step. Bromamide will form, and in the second step, anion will be formed. Anion, and in the third step, nitrene is formed. Nitrene, and in the fourth step, rearrangement takes place and we will get the isocyanate in isocyanate, and in the fifth step, isocyanate undergoes hydrolysis. So like that, we can divide the reaction into 5 steps. And now we go for the some examples related to the Hoffman bromide reaction. Yes, here this is the acetamide. So here already we have learned how to write the product. It is very simple. We have to remove the CO and we can get the product. So CH3 and NH2 we have to write combinedly, directly. So here we get the methylamine. Now we go for the second example. This is known as the benzamide. This is known as the benzamide. So to write the product, we have to remove the CO. So here we get the this product, and this is known as the aniline. So from benzamide we get the aniline. Now we go for the third example. Look here. This is uh, 2-methyl propionamide. So when this undergoes Hoffman-Bromide reaction, we get 2-aminopropane. This is known as the 2-aminopropane. Otherwise, isopropylamine. Common name is isopropylamine, and IUPAC name is 2-aminopropane. And its IUPAC name is 2-methyl propionamide. 2-methyl propionamide. So these are the some examples related to the Hoffman-Bromide reaction. Thank you.